Good evening, everybody. Matt Geary here for Geek Pride on this Thursday evening for the Legend of Our Sacrifice Geek Pride's 5th edition campaign for Dungeons and Dragons. With me tonight, we have Danny as Galandra Rivenstar.
Hi, guys.
We have Michael as Tharaval.
Oh.
We have Wes, the birthday boy, as Valashil Nostius.
Hey, everyone.
We have Dave as Thomas Moonstar.
Evening all.
We have Mark as Lance.
How's it going all?
And we have Pete as Draken.
Good evening.
So, what did you get up to for your birthday, Wes?
Not much, really. Just spent time with the family.
Did you get
well-earned time.
Did you get anything nice?
Not. I didn't get much, actually. No. I got some socks and a little bit of money, so it was alright.
Socks and money. Don't. Do you know what? Don't be down on socks. It's only recently, since my mum hasn't been buying us that many socks, that I've realised that I don't have many socks because I generally don't buy any. I just wait for my mother to sort of buy them for me for my birthday and Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Be honest, Wes, which were you more excited by, the socks or the money?
The socks. But I did double the money on the football, so...
Right, okay. Right, so... Where were we? We were off last week because Wes was doing birthday things. So where we were, where we left off was we're in the vampire's mansion. Val, Galandra, and Tharaval have just bumped into a ever so slightly manic Draken. Who's basically bust through a door and is basically went, all right, I'm looking for my axe, and is wandering around trying to find his axe. Thomas escaped the bathroom, managed to kill the vampire spawn that was in there with him, and is currently... Whereabouts are you actually, Thomas?
I ran into the statue that then followed me.
That's right. You ran into the room, locked the door behind you, and it followed you around the other door and came in. That's right. It did, yes. What else have we got here? And Lance, you were in a bathroom.
Well, I stomped the statue, went into the bathroom, had the giggling freak try to kill me, and I beat the crap out of her.
Yes, that's right. You did.
Finished her with a halberd.
Yes, that's right. You stole a halberd from the. You stole a halberd from one of the. From one of the sentinels.
Clockwork soldiers.
Yeah, clockwork soldiers. You still. You've got some inspiration. You've got an inspiration point for that, by the way. So you can have a reroll on something if you want. For epicness. Just an FYI, if people are listening to this, if my audio's too loud, let me know or there's any issues with my audio, because it seems to be peaking for some reason, but we'll know. Just message us in the chat. So, okay, where we're going to start off. We'll start off upstairs with Thomas. So, Thomas, You've gone through this door. You've locked it behind you, and the statue / clockwork soldier has basically just opened up the door in front of you, and is now staring at you. What are you doing next?
See this? I assume kind of green carpety thing that goes north. What's on the? Is that just a wall at the end of there? Or is there anything up there?
Oh right, sorry. You should be able to see that. Let me just reveal it for you. You'll be able to see that. So it's basically leads towards what you believe is like a staircase.
And this statue thing has got glowing green eyes, has it?
It has glowing green eyes, yes.
And this bracelet that I've got has got a glowing green gem in it.
Oh,
I thought it was me that had the bracelet.
Did you have the bracelet, or was it Tharval? Did you pick up a bracelet?
I found it downstairs in the storeroom.
I found one on the vampire spawn.
You did, yes.
Ah.
Please try to keep track of your plot devices, DM.
Yeah, you did. Well, yeah. Currently, my book of plot devices is somewhere in the mess. So I'm currently winging it from what I can remember. So yes, you did. You picked it up. So
hold it out to that.
All right. You don't see. The thing is, you won't know. As far as you're aware, it's just a bracelet, so you'll need to give me a check on that before you can do any meta on that, because because you heard Tharval sort of reminisce.
Yeah. Right, what check do you need on it?
You need to give me a history check, I think, just so you just to see if you sort of recognize what it is. Yep. You sort of look at the bracelet, and you sort of kind of harken back to sort of your many days in the library, and you recognize it as a what we'll call it, a sentinel control device, an SCD. And
SCD.
An SCD. So it's as far as it controls automatons, basically. It's similar to the necklace you had for the Guardian, but in a bracelet.
Okay, I will stay sentinel, stand aside and let me past.
So you've let's see. You've looked at the bracelet. You'll know with the 24. Okay, so you basically you sort of kind of twist the stone in the bracelet, and you make a command, and the sentinel sort of kind of stands to and moves to the side.
I'm going to this door.
Watch your step.
I'm watching.
So you're going to the door beside, yeah.
It's try the door handle.
The door's open.
Cool. I'll open the door and presumably be quite surprised by a collapsed pile of rusting bolts and things.
Yes, you will. You open the door, and there is a sentinel sort of kind of lying there. It's sort of its head, its helmet is still there. Sort of the green eyes sort of flare slightly when they're in and around your bracelet.
I'll tell it to stand up.
You tell it to stand up.
Yeah.
It sort of. It starts to make sort of kind of noises like it's trying to do your bidding, but obviously it's quite it's
well
quite
serviced.
Yeah, it's being completely destroyed. So it's making sort of kind of noises and things. Its head still kind of, its eyes are flashing, and its head sort of kind of making sort of twitching sort of sound or clicking sounds, but it's not moving.
No, never mind, stand down.
And it just kind of goes, doo, and its eyes turn off.
Okay, I'll step over it and into wherever I can get to, I suppose.
Okay, so Lance, do you want to give me a perception check, I guess?
Minutes. Oh no, wait, roll 20 to let me see my character sheet. Perception, yep.
Yeah, hopefully with this new roll 20 thing, 13. Yeah, all right. You're near him. You'll have heard his voice, so you'll hear a voice coming from sort of kind of down the hallway while you're sort of by the door in the bathroom.
So I'm going to open the door and step out braced with my halberd.
Yeah.
So would it let me control the token? Nope.
It's not letting you control token?
Nope.
There you go. You're out now.
Yeah, but I can't actually.
Hold on, let me see if you...
I'm in select move.
Let me check. Let me see if I've got all your...
Image out. Break roll 20 again.
Yeah, let's break roll 20 again. Let's see. Character sheet. Well, no, you should be able to. Bio info.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Edits. Could be, yeah, you should be able to. Players' journals can be edited and controlled by. Yep. You can mark C.
Yeah, so on the turn order, it realizes and it mouse overs and highlights. But I just can't actively select the objects. I'm just going to drop out and reload it.
Okay, no problems. All right, so while he's doing that, we'll move downstairs to you chaps. So Draken's basically come through this door, and is searching around for his axe, and looking for it, being quite manic. You've healed him up completely from his sort of last account. So he is perfectly happy and healthy at this moment in time. What I was going to say. Everybody give me a wisdom save.
Everybody
Wisdom
is present.
save.
Everybody, sorry, downstairs, so everybody give me a wisdom.
Good stuff.
I'm already off to a great start.
Where's Wesley?
Give it up. Berthy, 1 minute.
It's weird being on this character sheet and seeing 55 hit points instead of 9.
Let me just check something here, Berthy, 1 minute.
I mean, everyone gets a +2, by the way. Just in case.
Do they get a +2? Do you get a +2?
Yes, or a protection. I don't, but I give my allies +2.
+2
Saving throw.
for a saving throw. Okay.
My bad.
Yeah, but that's what those are, wisdom saves. It's a saving throw.
Okay.
So Galandra's on 21 and I'm on 17.
17.
And Wes on 6. No, he's not actually, is he? He's a bit
I
himself,
can't
yeah.
give myself.
Makes Wes even worse.
Selfless.
Let me just check something here quickly, Berthy, 1 minute.
So Wes makes all your wisdom better by standing there going, duh, what was that just rammed into my ear? And you'll go, shit!
Mimic toilet.
Oh no, that's just wrong.
Oh, imagine, yeah, that would not be nice.
Oh no, you didn't see that, did you?
Right, okay.
We'll have to share that link for you.
Yeah, it's a TikTok.
So, Val, do you have anything that is against being charmed? That stops you from being charmed?
So,
Galandra, you do. You've got Fey ancestry, don't you? So, and you, Will Tharival, do you get sort of advantages on?
You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Right. Okay.
okay.
Ooh, wow, that's very wisdomous. Okay, so
I say I should be all of my points around wisdom.
yeah. So you're all right. You sort of that sound. So you were that sort of sound of a crying child that you were sort of kind of so adamant was coming from this direction sort of kind of seems to dissipate from the area. Val, you start
Always hear like crying babies.
you start hearing something whispering in your whispering a name in your ear. And it's
I
like
recognize the name.
it's like well, Valashil might not recognize the name. It's like Wesley.
I don't want to play anymore.
It's like
Like,
Wesley, come on here, birthday boy.
Great.
It's becoming very
I was
real
gonna blow out
all of
the
a sudden.
candles.
It's like this way. Come join us.
Does anyone know a Wesley? That's what Vanishil turns around.
No. Are you hearing things?
Does he have an axe?
Maybe I am hearing things. Is this creepy mansion?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that.
It is quite creepy. I wouldn't believe what you hear. I heard crying babies before, and now it's gone, so
Yeah.
I'd be aware.
You Tharival. Actually, everybody, give me a perception check as well, by the way.
just downstairs.
Yeah, just downstairs. Yeah.
You slam things into buildings before. I like to check things.
Yeah, Draken. You hear sort of revelry and sort of laughing coming from the room that you were in before. You also hear a sort of piano playing. Everybody pretty much hears piano playing coming from sort of. It's sort of coming from the east of the house.
Friggin' Elton John.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said at the start, unfortunately. He broke up a bit.
Wesley, join us. It's your birthday.
It's not going to be a good celebration.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going that. Well, I don't think Vanishil's going that direction.
If you see a bouncing ball come around the corner, run.
Don't listen to them. Join us. Join us. Okay. So what are you doing?
The
Plugging
party's
cotton
need
wool
a
in my ears.
surprise. I say we give them a surprise.
Do you
Give
know what's in
give who a surprise?
That's the surprise.
So where are you going? So Draken, you're looking for your axe.
Yeah.
Um.
And people are messing with his head. Can take a very
Well, no,
pointed
people.
approach to this.
Nobody's messing with your head. You're all right.
There's only one person can hear the
Okay.
voices, yeah.
I can't remember what our actual objective was.
Well, I mean,
Like,
we've got.
we had-
Well, I think we need to
Regroup.
find the other two
Yeah.
first of all.
Right, is that what we're just doing?
We were searching for the warrior that wandered off at the end of the battle. That's what took us up here.
Yeah,
the one-
I couldn't remember why we came into the mansion. I'm assuming it's just looking for everybody else.
You were looking for us because we kind of got ourselves in a bit of bother.
Yes, it's going to be an awesome reunion.
Especially if someone gives him his axe.
Yeah. We're walking in, like, where the fuck are you guys been? We were just enjoying a meal and got attacked by vampires. So I don't know. What the
Yeah.
fuck's going on.
You guys storming castles without us. It's a bit unfair.
We shouted.
I wouldn't say unfair. I'd say giving us a rest, which was fine.
Okay, so
So what we just kind of obviously want to explore more. I'm assuming.
Just try and
Whether we-
find
whether we
Thomas
go
and Lance.
towards whether we go towards the music or not. I can't imagine.
It'd probably be
I
best
think
to avoid
we
it.
I think the idea is to find the others without being found ourselves. So
I think we go
Um,
towards the music maybe not be like the thing we would do if we were trying to just find them.
if we ask Draken, did he see any other doors that weren't, that that he didn't
He's just axe.
go into? Was there any doors that he hasn't checked where there weren't people
It's like, don't care.
that
Axe.
that may contain his axe?
Yeah, just mention
We
the
can
axe in every
manipulate him with
question.
the axe.
Every question, just
The
put
axe
the
is
axe
this
in
way.
there.
Like a carrot on a stick. Find the axe. Go on, find the axe.
Just pretend you're from New York and every time just ask a question.
This is where it's handy that you've been practicing trying to use deception checks for everything.
Yeah, just tell him that we think that Lance and Thomas have his axe, and then he'll just be off.
Tharavel says to Draken that as they were being carried into, he witnessed them being carried into the mansion. He noticed that the axe was actually laying upon Lance. So I would assume that it is with him, and therefore we need to find him. Deception.
Lance has my axe.
Roll. No. Roll deception. You have to roll. What's deception based on? Wisdom. Roll a wisdom's. Wisdom.
He just rolls. He just rolls deception as well. So you're just rolling the same.
Choose not to give him my +2.
It's not. Is it?
Do you roll wisdom or deception?
It's got to be.
Because it's you roll deception against deception, do you not? Or
No, he's not trying to deceive you though.
Insight then.
Insight. Yeah, an insight maybe. Yeah.
Insight.
Yeah, insight. If you're lying, if he's lying. Yeah. Okay, you're like, he's got my axe.
You are kind of cognitively impaired at the moment, let's be honest. Being a junkie and all.
So we need to find Lance.
Agreed.
Always good to be wanted.
Okay, so where he's going?
What else? What other parts have you explored, Draken? I can't remember what you said before. I'm sure you said last session, but I can't remember what you said about where you've been.
So basically, he's been in his room, and he's been into the main courtyard. He's been into the main sort of like dining hall, and that's
Pretty much to the east.
Yeah, but basically we're trying
It's
to.
pretty much to the east.
There's parts of the parts of the building that he's seen that we haven't, but that he hasn't actually been to
there's,
yet. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I said,
There is the main dining room to the east, and there are stairs up to the south.
Maybe if the music's coming from the room to the east, then maybe we go round and take the stairs up. Might be a good plan.
I can take you to the stairs. Follow me.
Find the axe. Find the axe.
If the room in
Okay.
the is the one that we don't want to go in, maybe it's best going back through the storeroom we were in and then through into there and up the stairs.
We can't.
Why? As in
So.
stairs.
There's these stairs to the west.
Well, if Draken's just come from that direction, surely he's going to know that the corridor's clear.
True. Do
clear,
those
trust
stairs lead to the same area as those? The same upstairs as
We-
those?
Don't know.
you won't know.
I do not know.
Okay.
But then we don't know that those
It
center
goes up.
ones lead to where we're going anyway, so that's meta.
Yeah.
Metal.
Would you like to lead the way then, Draken? The back the way we came that we know is clear.
You wish. Okay.
Okay. They're gonna stand and notice the clockwork soldier.
Notice me, senpai.
And again, I'm assuming because he got a roll before, he's going to understand. He can make the connection between the bracelet that he's found and the.
Yeah, on the Sentinels. Yeah.
Okay. In which case, he's going to put the bracelet on, and question the clockwork soldier.
Isn't it dead?
Well, yeah. Is there any
Yes.
life coming from it, or?
It's
Yes.
it's the same with like lances. It's got its eyes and its mouth sort of kind of making sort of kind of clicking noises. You can try and question it, I guess.
Yeah, I want to check if it can communicate. Where have you seen? Ask it. Have you seen another automaton that is not a sentinel in this building?
I mean, I can't remember what I'm called.
It's not going to know what you're called, though.
It makes a series of clicking sounds. Its mouth sort of kind of moves, but it's got this sort of kind of weird sort of clicking sound coming from it.
Anybody understand? Is there anything that I can roll to see if I actually understand it?
Have you
I
got?
need to have those.
Do you have any comprehension of languages or anything like that?
I do have languages, but I can't remember. What have we got? Common, Elvish, Orc, Sylvan, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon. That's it.
Yeah, it's just it's clicking at you. It's not sort of.
Does its eyes move or anything like that in any sort of direction?
No, it's just sort of kind of they don't sort of kind of move. They're just sort of kind of like flashing green.
Okay, I'm just going to follow on with Draken. These just sort of say to the group that these are protective sentinels controlled by this bracelet. So if there's more of them, they could help us.
Okay. So you're following Draken, are you?
Yep.
Right.
Oh, Nanook.
And Nanook, yeah. Okay, so let me just check. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this. Oh no, I'm gonna do this. Copy and pastes. Badunk. And yeah, copy it. Actually, we'll copy it and paste you. Here.
Bit crowded over there.
Yeah, so you come up the stair. Who's coming? Who's go? Well, yeah.
Draken was going first. wasn't he?
Yeah, probably in the order that we were.
So yeah, you're sort of kind of coming up the stairs. You're like that. There's a door. There's a door in front of you. We'll say it's open for the sake of expedience. We'll say you open the door and Draken goes out and is confronted by Lance and Thomas, who are sort of kind of looking at the sentinel on the ground.
Just kind of realised how this might backfire.
Yes.
using that excuse to make
You have
something
my
go.
accent beat.
I didn't say he had it. I said it was laying on top of him when they carried him in.
Okay, so Draken.
My friend, you are well.
Have we seen them come up the stairs yet?
So you, Draken, give me a. Give me. What's going to be when you're sort of? I'm trying to think of something that's going to. So I basically, he's not going to be thinking straight. He's going to be obsessing over his axe. So I want a roll that is going to basically see if he does something with a clear head or not, basically.
Constitution.
Wisdom check with
Insight.
disadvantage.
Yeah, give me-
insight.
I thought it'd be Constitution.
It's going to be a saving throw of some sort, so it's
Oh,
Constitution to see if you have like the sort of strength to.
No, Constitution it would be sort of like poisons and things like that. It's going to be a mental sort of thing. So I reckon Wisdom.
Well, then Wisdom, then.
Yeah, give me a Wisdom, but you've got disadvantage.
Okay.
An 11.
Plus 2.
+2, so 13. All right, so you're still sort of kind of, you've got that's it you need. Lance has your axe, so you basically are just going to march up to him and demand, "Where's my axe?" No niceties. You're literally just going to ask him.
You are well. Where's my axe?
Does this look like an axe?
You had my axe, yes.
I do not have your axe.
You
I
have
have
my
this.
axe.
I have not got your axe. I have what I took off of that pile of bolts on the floor there. I am covered in bits of blood from whatever it was that was in the bathroom that just tried to eat me. And you need to step about 3 steps back before I shove this up your nostril.
You are well. I'm glad to see you are healthy. But what's my axe?
I don't have your axe. I haven't seen your axe since you decided to beat me with it.
And I reinforced to Draken that it was not. Lance was not holding
You
the
said-
axe.
you
The
said
axe,
you
the
had
axe
the
was
axe, you
resting.
said.
The axe was upon him when he was being carried in.
Now, you've got to bear in mind that right now, the last thing I saw you do was turn him into someone with the world's deepest centre parting, having beaten me to death and a number of other people when you're supposed to be on our side. Back up.
That was a nightmare. I would not do. That was
You
a
did.
nightmare. I would never do such a thing.
You did.
Can we? Can the rest of us hear this conversation that's going on? And if so, can we sort of pick up? Is there any way that we can sort of pick up that there is possibly a link between the axe and?
You can hear the conversation.
Very worried right now.
You can hear the conversation. First of all, though, Val, I need you to give me another wisdom check.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that sort of weirdly starts to you sort of kind of shake it out of your head. It sort of dissipates for the time being, and you got a more of a clear head at this moment in time.
Had one too many meads.
Okay, so yeah, you can hear the conversation. You can tell that Lance is pissed off. Draken's completely perplexed by the whole thing. Doesn't know what's going on. Just keeps on banging on about his axe.
Is there any way that we can make the sort of connection between? Obviously, if we've heard that Lance is saying that Draken has basically attacked them.
Yeah, but what have you sort of learnt beforehand? So I'm just trying to think. What have you haven't had any other than him acting weird?
Valashor made the connection that something wasn't right with his mind when we had to roll to see if there was anything below the surface.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we could link those two together, potentially.
That's like insight with disadvantage. Because they're looking for something.
Yeah, okay.
But,
Yeah, give me an insight and you can have a disadvantage on it then.
Yes.
Summer.
Yeah, Wes.
Disadvantage is the one on the right, isn't it?
No, with disadvantage is the lowest number. Wes is just still trying to sort of kind of like, he's just sitting there going, oh, that's some dodgy mead I had earlier. It's just like, I am not drinking with this elf again.
She hides all kind of things in that bra.
Galandra, do you want to give us a roll? Or you can look at your phone if you want. We could say anything right now. Like...
Sure. Don't anger a very pregnant woman.
Is she frozen?
Ah, right, yeah, there she goes. I thought you were sitting there,
Yeah, just
sitting there on your phone. your picture's frozen.
That'll probably be Tom trying to watch all of the freaking carving YouTube videos in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So give us an
Roll it insight.
Yeah, give us an insight. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So Galandra is just like, hold on. So like, you know, whoa, wait a minute. And it's like, it says that, Val, you said that you felt there was something up with Draken, and you can see it now. You can see this obsession that he has with this axe. The fact that Lance seems annoyed, visibly annoyed at Draken. Something's gone on. There is definitely a link with this axe. So you can do with that information what you wish.
Hang him.
Yeah, what he said.
Has she said this out loud to Val, or?
Yeah, so you've probably said, you know, like, hold on, this, you know, there's something, you know, I get it now. There's definitely something wrong with this. With
being obsessive about his axe.
Yeah, he used to say.
Everybody.
I think you would understand, as sort of a cleric on your travels, that you understand addiction maybe from people you've bumped into, and you know,
alcoholism.
You know, alcoholism yourself, exactly. So you know, you had a bit of a sort of boozing problem yourself, so you understand this, and you think that maybe something's happened that you don't know about, and you need to deal with that situation before it escalates.
Before you get brained by him next.
Oh, we could try. I'm sure. Let me go put something. There. Oh no, I thought I had something that stopped people being charmed or something, but it's not. It's I can stop them being blinded, deafened, paralysed, or poisoned. Not quite the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just hate the rest of the group that, you know, maybe not. If there's already seems to be a bit of a divide between Draken and the rest of the group, I think we should deal with this quickly.
Okay, Draken, you, I want you to give me another, wisdom at disadvantage. Okay, your head's you're trying to be a bit more sort of kind of reasoned about it. The axe sort of your friendship with these people is sort of overcoming your need for your axe currently. So you can.
Draken is very, Draken is very hurt and shocked that he's been accused of like hurting his friends, because that's something he would never do. It goes against his innate nature to protect people.
Yeah. Lance, give me an insight as well. Yeah, you're not picking up on this. You're still pissed off.
So I literally just holding out the hell by the cross. I just brace it in front and say, I need you to give me some space right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what you were doing, but it doesn't seem all that long ago that you were coming after me with blood all over you, his blood, and other people's blood, and you were swinging that fucking grey bag axe at me. So right now, I'm quite happy not to have this axe here, because the last time I saw it, you were trying to turn me into toothpicks. And while I'm at it, where's Aldereth?
Draken, you will know where she is.
Ooh. Downstairs.
Awesome. Why isn't she here? What, you run off? Couldn't kill her, so you just left her somewhere?
I went. Did she kill me? Did she kill Draken?
She
You killed her.
no, she was being charmed by.
She was in the room.
Yeah.
With
I don't know if she was charmed. I just knew she was with
people
that
turned
other
to
lady.
Yeah. She was with
I can remember that though.
Yeah, I think he
Right
sort.
back to the room with no recollection of where he'd been.
No, I
Right,
think
but
he
transport
just,
back to
I think he knows where he was. He's just the room's just sort of kind of back to where it was. So he knows she's downstairs. She was acting strange, and I think she shot at me again.
Right. Look, I don't know what happened. I need you to just stay back for the time being while we figure it out. And
As you wish. Draken pointedly puts the butter knife back in its sheath.
thank you.
Okay, so how are any of the rest of you want to intervene in this situation?
I just want to point out I have slowly backed away into the study and am continuing to do so on sight of Draken.
See previous centre parting comment. What was it about an 8-foot centre parting?
Thereabouts.
You can obviously, Thomas. Give me a what's going to be like a bravery check? What's that going to be?
Wisdom,
Probably Constitution.
Constitution,
Wisdom.
maybe.
Surely that's just a personality trait.
Of which wizards have none.
Wisdom? Would it be wisdom? Would it be
You're
Constitution?
gonna run back to his bathroom if he feels it.
Give us a Constitution. We'll say it's a Constitution because it's in your gut, isn't it?
Intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, intestinal fortitude.
Worst one.
Give us a
It's
Constitution.
not a strength check.
Yeah. Okay, so you're sort of, because Lance is there, and your new Sentinel buddy is sort of kind of standing beside you. You're not too sort of worried at this moment in time, though you do sort of kind of look at your bracelet and eye up Draken.
Would I kind of turn to Draken and kind of say, obviously there's been some things gone on that of you beating these guys, whether you remember it or not. There seems to be a lot of charming going on in this house, considering Val just before was hearing some random strange name being whispered in his ear as well. And I was hearing crying babies, so I think we all need to have our wits about us. But in the meantime, now that you seeming to have a slightly more level head, would you consent to having your hands bound while we try and escape this place?
No.
Charming.
I'm not making you bend, just bound.
We are in the midst of an enemy. Hold on.
And last time I
Need
looked,
many
you were
people.
you were the closest enemy in the room. The last time that I saw you before I woke up in that room over there.
You do
And
some
I'm
steer
and you
action
can
change.
Yes.
and if you look,
That could be.
you can still see the dents you made in me with that axe.
Draken, give me a
I'm not talking fully bound. I'm just talking about walking with your hands tied.
what's going to be like what's recollection?
History.
Wisdom again, whatever
Could be
history
history.
is. Intelligence then.
Again, I'd say
Intelligence.
history. You've made us roll history for remembering people we've seen today.
Yeah, so give us a history check. Yeah, you have no idea what he's talking about. You're literally, you blacked out in the tower, and you woke up in that bed, and that's all you sort of remember.
Do not doubt your words. My friends, I trust you and respect you. I would give my life to you, but I do not know what happened. I do not know why you believe I would attack you, because I would not.
Roll
But
me.
we don't know that you're in control.
But I do not doubt your words. I feel we should go to the main room and deal with the source of this problem.
Roll a persuasion.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Can I roll persuasion to try and keep his hands bound while going to the main room to sort out the problem?
right. So you can roll me depending on what you want to do. If you actively don't want to go to the main room, then you have to counter his persuasion. If you're all right with that, then you don't. If you want to persuade him that he needs to have his wrists bound at the time, you can do so, but it'll be at disadvantage because he's not.
If I support Danny, then will that count as a disadvantage?
It would just be a regular roll, then I guess.
Yeah, so that would become a normal one, which at least takes that off.
Yeah.
So if Danny wants to try and support him, and tries to persuade him, and I support her, then that at least makes it a straight roll.
Okay, so you're basically guilting him. She's saying it's for the best, and you're basically looking at, look, I'm not coming with you unless you have your hands bound.
Do we all agree with this, by the way? I'll look at Val and Fireball and be like, is this a smart move or no?
Tharaval is of the opinion that, my friends, there's obviously strange things afoot in this house, if not in this town. There's definitely spotted vampires, and they are of a strange nature. We must tread carefully, in which case I think we need to find everyone's equipment and weapons before we can make any sort of confrontation. So I'm not agreeing with the hands being bound, but I'm disagreeing that we go straight to the source until we've found.
There's one more thing. When I am enraged, I become immune to mind control magics of charm and fear.
Well, something was definitely. If it wasn't you, something was definitely driving you to attack and kill.
Not being me.
But until we know for sure,
Not been me.
That's my argument.
Something did control.
If you can't remember and you blacked out and just woke up in the tower, then surely you would, feel some sort of, what's the word? Like you blacking out, you blacking out and waking up in a tower, you should be concerned at yourself. Surely, if you just
I'm very concerned at what happened.
Not as concerned as me and Thomas are.
Can I squeeze past these ones in the corridor, or is it just like...
Yeah.
Okay. Can I actually see to the end of the corridor to the, behind Lance?
Well, the door's open, sort of like you can see sort of a sentinel, and you can see Thomas, and you can see there's sort of a room that they're in.
Okay, right. Well, Tharaval's going to make his way down to the sentinel on the ground.
Val, I need you to give me another wisdom save, please.
As we all turn around and Val's wandered off somewhere.
The voice comes back. It's like, "Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wesley. Happy birthday to you." You feel sort of you feel compelled to go downstairs. So he starts basically Val starts walking off downstairs.
Can I see him walk off?
Yeah, you'll see him walking in that direction.
Yeah, Valashor, what are you doing? I don't believe going downstairs was one of the options we were talking about right now.
He ignores you.
Oh.
He ignores you. Yeah, he ignores you. He's just sort of kind of walking off.
Well, can I just as he's walking, can I grab his arm and
yeah, you can give me a strength check. See if you. No. Well, less. Val, you need to give me a strength as well. See if she.
Roll a 1. Here we go.
Can Jack come along and lend a hand?
You're not. I think you're.
At the moment.
Yeah, you sort of kind of. Okay. She grabs you but sort of hand slips off your sort of kind of your pauldron as you carry on walking. Tharavol's not noticed this because he's obviously looking in the other direction. Draken, you're talking to Lance.
Can I shout back around the corridor that I think Val's being charmed? I think there's something wrong with Val.
He's quieter than usual.
I think he was humming some sort of birthday tune. I just told everybody else that I think Val's been
evicted from the Big Brother house.
Yes.
Right, so has this been sort of expressed?
Yeah,
to the likes of Tharaval
you've shouted it. Yeah.
Can I turn to the sentinel that is still standing and request he bring the paladin back?
It ignores you.
Ooh.
Okay, Draken goes and stops him.
Okay, so you give me a strength check then.
Barbarian against Paladin.
Oh, that is a fail. That is a fail. That's a critical fail. Oh no. No, you are by the stairs.
Gonna knock him down the stairs.
Pull you back, he's shoved you forwards.
I know it's a fail. But it was higher than Wes's.
Yeah, but a crit fail's a fail. It's an automatic fail.
It's an automatic fail. Yeah.
Draken grabs him and accidentally slams his face against the wall 4 times.
Yeah. I'm not going to be so horrible to you. To be honest, you don't have the axe, so it's not going to enrage you. I think it's like when you got the axe. Okay, so you sort of kind of grab him, and he sort of kind of elbows you in the face, and knocks you back slightly. He sort of just walks off down the stairs, so he is now pretty much down the stairs as it stands.
Well, splitting the party rule is not working.
Oh dear. I turn back to the other two in the other room. So you two stay here. I'll see if I can disentangle that mess, and I'll come back. See what you can find. But please don't wander off. And I go running after them.
Like, can I see? Have they fallen downstairs, or are they just kind of standing there?
So there, Val's basically he's at the bottom of the stairs now, so you can maybe, one more action to try and stop him from doing what he's going to do.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Have I got?
Oh no.
Would I have been able to run fast enough to try and use the end of my halberd to catch his legs?
Oh god, there's a crit.
The thing is, you're gonna be knocking through, and then bear in mind you're gonna have to walk past Draken, who you're not currently overly pleased with. You see, as he's been elbowed in the face, you sort of come round the stairs, and Draken's standing there, with a bit of blood coming down his face, and he's looking at the blood.
That's the wrong colour to be yours, isn't it? Where'd that come from? Where's the paladin?
He's gone downstairs.
Where I'm standing. Sorry, carry on. I was gonna say, where I'm standing, am I like looking down so I can just see kind of where's?
Yeah, you can see his head. Yeah, you can see him over the banisters.
Right, I'm gonna do something outside the box to
bit on him.
Loogie hockaloogie.
No, I'm gonna try and knock him out.
Ooh,
With the feet.
Go sleep for a bit. It's not gonna kill you.
That's not asleep. That's a He's wearing. You're using guiding bolt on somebody who's wearing plate armor.
Yeah. You missed.
guy.
He's got an AC of like 21 or something at the minute. Is it? What's your?
So yeah, 21.
20, yeah, 20 plus whatever bonuses he's got. So yeah, you miss. You sort of fire it, and it pings off the side of the floor beside him.
Would the fact that his friend's shooting at him not kind of jolting it, into a bit of better mental space at all?
You can give me another insight. Not insight. Give me another wisdom, Wes, and get disadvantage. Nope. He sort of kind of ignores everything around him and walks through the door. So he's gone now. He's not there anymore. He's downstairs.
Going on an adventure.
He's going on an adventure.
Can Jack go after him?
You can go after him if you want. Yeah.
Yes. Can Jack?
Move or get out of the way, dragon.
Dragon moves. Would.
They're the same thing.
Oh, move after him or get out of my way so I can.
Right, so you're going down the stairs. Are you going? Lance is going with.
Yep.
Galandra, what are you up to?
I don't know. Who's up here? Thomas and
Tharaval.
Left Thomas and Tharaval with the Sentinel
And the Sentinel.
and the Nook.
did we check if the Sentinels are like fully on our side or impartial, or are we just trusting that the bracelets control them?
I've tried one and it's ignored me. That's all I know.
We kind of got distracted by something.
Well, you've got 3 fairly brutish people going downstairs. I might stay with the slightly squishier.
Hey. Is she impugning your manhood there?
Yeah, I was like, I'll just shout to these guys to try and bring everybody back in one piece.
I'm just trying to stay away from the dragon.
Okay.
We'll stay up here.
Thomas, Tharaval, what are you guys doing?
Right, so Thomas is going to back up to here and command the Sentinel to follow me.
Okay, so the Sentinel turns its back on Tharaval and the Nook and starts marching after you. I'll see if I can give you control of it.
Tharaval says, "So we have the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion. You must be the Scarecrow. She's Dorothy."
I
don't know who that makes.
Lion.
And the Nook's the lion.
Can I ask Thomas if he's fully searched everywhere up here? Obviously.
You should be able to move it now.
Got it. Thank you.
Can I ask Thomas what he's found or been through or seen in the upstairs area? Because obviously we haven't.
Stay back, stay
don't know
away, stay at a distance, please.
Me?
Yeah,
Yes, you, all of you.
Why are you
Why?
doing that? Draken's the one here.
I've already had one party member turn on me. I'm not having the rest of you. Stay back.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Okay, Galandra rolled her eyes a bit, but
She's like, God.
What have you found in upstairs, or what have you seen up here? We've seen a few human-looking turned. Did they turn into vampires?
Yeah, they were vampire spawn.
Yeah, vampire spawn.
Yeah, we've seen a few human-looking turn into vampire spawn downstairs, and what sounds like a party with pianos playing. That Draken seems to have played a part in at some point. What have you seen up here?
I've encountered one vampire spawn. It's been dealt with. I found a door to a balcony where I heard the flapping of leathery wings outside and instantly came back indoors. And then I found this charming gentleman who appears to be following all my orders, unlike the rest of you.
Well, at least you got him.
Noticing that the the sentinel is obeying Thomas's commands.
Yeah.
Val holds up his bracelet and shows it to Thomas.
Yep.
And said, "Do you recognize this?"
If I do, I have the same bracelet. It's currently
We're bracelet buddies.
That's what they'll call us.
I've wanted to been holding that in all day.
If you two turn into like sentinels or something controlled by these bracelets, I swear to God, like I'm just gonna be surrounded by charmed sentinels.
You can't just step next door and smack right now anymore, can you?
No briberies anymore. She has to come up the stairs. Have to come up the street as well.
And it would take me about normally 10 minutes. It'll take me an hour now.
You're like, Matt, can you drive here and then drive back?
Yeah, drive here so I can hit you, then drive here.
Okay, I say to the others,
Some cookies, honest.
we need to find everyone's equipment.
I have not yet found my spell book or any of my gear. Apart from this finery that I've managed to put on.
Yeah, you're in like.
That's right. I forgot you're in.
You're smart.
You really can look really smart. Yeah.
I have a pair of boots that would go really well with that outfit.
Yeah, the boots.
You have a pair of boots that go well with any outfit.
Yeah.
Have you searched any other areas in this upstairs? What's on that corridor?
Only the other room to the through the door to the left of me.
Right. What's
There's nothing in there.
Suggest we start searching where we are.
Yeah, we'll wait for these guys. We don't want to wander off too far and then them not find us again. So.
Okay. I'll have a good
we
search
do
of
like-
the room.
Yeah.
Or wear a halberd the wrong way.
Perception or investigation on the room? Are we all kind of doing different corners?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Just have a look.
I'm starting to relax a little. The fact that none of them have instantly rushed me and tried to stab me with 20 things.
Get him!
Charge!
What's this area over there? Is it like a gate or?
It's like a staircase. I'll reveal the whole area so you can sort of.
So does that like look over?
So there's a staircase that goes
shall we
down.
investigate this room together? And
There's a door there.
there's advantage.
There's a door to the left and to the right up there. There's a door where Thomas is at this moment in time, and then obviously there's the doors to your south.
Okay, I'll check this door then.
It opens. You enter and you.
Oh, I've gone in yet.
Okay.
Just opened the door.
You've opened the door.
Don't just throw him in a room, Jesus.
Yep, open the door and you see you see some desks with books and books and it's like it's a very grand library.
Straight in there.
Investigate books.
No lube, nothing.
So and there's like some stairs that go downstairs.
I don't care about stairs, I want the books.
And more books that there's. Birthday, 1 minute. Let me just check something. Come with me if you want to live. Okay, where are we? There we go. I just want to check that. Yeah, that takes you down there. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're staying upstairs.
Yeah. First, straight to this bookcase. Have a look and see if there's anything of any interest from a magical or religious concern.
My thing's on it. So roll me a investigation, I guess.
Woof.
I can't see at the minute because my
24.
24.
Yeah.
So you sort of kind of looking around on the top, and you find some. What do you find? You find a what looks like a tonic. You can tell from your sort of kind of your knowledge of these things that it's effectively a healing potion. So you can it's sort of a 2d4 plus 2. So if you want to drink that,
I'll just pocket it for now.
That was the other thing, actually. What obviously, whenever we noticed Thomas, we would have noticed that he's maybe a bit bruised and battered.
Yeah.
So can I offer him the remaining healing potion that I have?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. So do 4d4 plus 4 then.
4d4.
So he's got what he's given you one. He's going to give you one as well, isn't he?
So 13.
Okay, yeah, so give yourself 13 hit points. On top of that,
I've actually got 2. Do you?
You left one. I used all but one, I think, last time for Draken.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I've got 2 minor healing. I just keep them because I don't tend to use them.
In the Galandra bra.
In the Galandra bra. What do you find in this library up here? Are you looking sort of? You're just looking at the books. You're just investigating the books and stuff. Yeah. So okay, you find some books, some interesting books. You find one on. Was it a crit? Did you get a crit, or was it just a? No, it was just a 24. Yeah, you just find some nice books and things. There's nothing of any major interest in this sort of area other than that sort of tonic that you found that was sort of beside some writing paper and some ink and stuff.
The fact that you asked if he had a crit or not suggests that there's something there that's only of higher level to investigate.
I want my goddamn spellbook.
Can we do like a joint investigation of the room that we're in?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, so what are you? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Are we investigating?
You want to roll and go for advantage if I'm helping?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, okay.
My investigation is brilliant.
It's better than mine, trust me. Mine's -1.
Wow. Keep going, guys. Work.
Can Nanook do separately? Or?
What she investigating? She can't really investigate. She can perceive, but I don't think she can investigate.
Okay, can she perceive anything? Well, can we actually perceive anything in the...
Yeah, I want to perceive, too. I'm better at perceiving than... We perceive everything.
You're hearing piano noises coming from downstairs again. You're hearing the sounds of the what sounds like a party going on downstairs. You sort of kind of hear the muffled sounds of Draken and not Thomas and Lance sort of shouting after Val. And
Thomas just wandered off into another room as well.
And Thomas, obviously, you see him wandering off into the other room. Other than that, you're not really sort of. In fact, no. On one of the chairs, to the east, you notice a piece of cloth.
All right,
That's you.
I'm gonna go over and look at the cloth.
Yeah. So give me a history check.
Probably not the best person to be looking at pieces of cloth.
Considering I've not seen.
Yeah. You look at the cloth and you're pretty sure it sort of kind of looks familiar. And you're fairly sure it used to belong. It's from. It's like a part of the cloak. A part of Sir Tristan's cloak.
How oddly specific. Left him to die, but I know exactly what cloak you were wearing.
Yeah, well, he sort of obviously he noticed him, and when he turned his back on him and stuff, obviously that cloak was waving in his face as he sort of kind of walked off. So you're sort of kind of, it looks familiar. You're not sure if it's sort of you're not sure if it's definitely his, but it looks similar.
Okay. So I'm going to pick up the piece of cloth. Is it sort of is it been torn or?
No, it's just a cloak. Yeah, it looks like cloak. It was cloth dripped over a chair, but it's a cloak.
Oh, okay. So I'll I'll pick it up.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Right. So we'll just fire on downstairs then. You were together so close. Oh, no, we're...
No, stupid ways. Be better at wisdom.
Who are you?
I'll lend you some of my wisdom. I've got some to spare.
Right.
Oh,
so, you're going to, and we need Lance there. Actually, I forgot. We need Lance over here.
How did I clean my halberd? I ran it through the wash.
Let me just do that. And then find where you are. There you are. Okay, so he is sort of like this. It was then Lance and Draken following up from the rear, kind of like that, was it?
Something like that.
Draken was first, I think.
Okay, so Draken's there, and yeah, okay. So, Val, you're, so you're just sort of kind of wandering off. Okay, you guys can sort of try again, I guess.
Strength roll, just stop him. Grab him and stop him moving.
And I'm going to try and pin him with my thing to give him advantage.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, advantage even.
Yeah. Okay. So Val, give me a strength check. Oh, he got a. Oh, it's not a crit because he's not got advantage. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right. So you pin him down. He's not struggling. He's just sort of like in his own head. You can give me another. Wisdom check, Wes. Nice one. Okay, so they basically tackle you to the ground. As you hit the ground, you sort of kind of snap out of it, and you're like, why the fuck are we downstairs again? And why are you on top of me?
So you blacked out, and the next thing you knew, you were downstairs, looking meaningfully at Draken.
This does happen not around here.
How did I get back down here? What's going on? Why am I on the floor?
You walked away.
You walked down
Why is
here.
there a dragon on me?
He's the bewitched one. He did this. And he points accusingly at Draken.
Which?
I tap his plate mail gently with the end of the halberd. If Draken was the one that did this, why are you the one on your ass on the floor with him sitting on you?
Good point.
And why is he the one with the bleeding lips? Why you backhanded him when he tried to stop you upstairs?
Yeah. So you give me all a perception check.
Oh god. What's lurking in the shadows?
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
Right, I'm gonna go back to making pot noodles.
Classic Wes.
Classic. So Lance and Draken, you hear sort of it's like, there's like a muffled sound which suddenly becomes clearer, as if like a door is being opened. So you you hear like effectively a door opening and then closing again.
you hear that?
Yep. Yes, I did. Hear anything else at the
I
moment?
didn't hear anything.
Yeah, we've come to the conclusion you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer at the moment. Okay.
You're only saying that 'cause I'm on the floor.
You're only saying because you like it. Now shut up.
As you, I don't know. Okay, you start hearing footsteps coming towards you.
Okay, do you reckon gets up, puts that corner, and thrusts himself against the wall, and draws the knife ready?
I kick.
I'm back and say, honestly, get up.
Yeah, I kick Wes and to say get up, and I step forward behind Draken with the halberd ready, so I've got enough room to use it.
Valashor follows suit and gets to his feet with his sword drawn.
Okay. Draken holds up 3 fingers, and as the signs get nearer, gets 2, 1, and then when they're basically next door,
the sign sort of stops in the corridor to your right.
Joy.
Okay. Draken looks at the others and like gestures.
Valashor steps around Draken and looks down the corridor.
So you're looking down the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking down the corridor, you see. You see the archer who I forget, Eldrith.
Yep.
Eldrith, sort of standing there, looking at you. She then sort of cocks her head and starts walking back in this direction.
Has he told us this yet? Or has he done anything? Well, you're the only one stood. You're the only one stood there.
Yeah, sorry, I was replying to a message that time. So who's in front of me? The archer from
Eldrith.
Eldrith, yeah.
Valashor lowers his guard and points and calls out to Lance. It's your archer companion.
Oh, great. I step around the corner and call her. Eldrith, report.
She sort of kind of looks back, and then she looks back at you, and kind of looks through you, not sort of at you, and then turns around and starts walking around the corner.
Okay, right. Draken takes one look at Wes, one look at the archer, and runs towards her and tries to tackle her.
So you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're okay. So she'll say she's about there. Okay, right. So
yeah.
Give me a.
Put it behind her.
Give me a dexterity then for the tackle.
Would this be an advantage because it's from behind?
Yeah, I guess so.
It'd be strength instead because I'm just using.
Well, no, because you're trying to tackle her. You're not beside her. You're literally running forward. So it's going to be a bit more dexterous than just sort of grabbing her.
You're throwing yourself instead of an arrow.
Yeah. So
nice.
So you grab a hold of her. She actually has to do a dexterity as well. So you grab a hold of her, and she sort of she starts to sort of kind of sort of try squirming. She starts squirming, and she's like, "Leave me alone! I must go back. The mistress needs me."
I'm
hand
running
over
after
mouth.
Draken, and I
Hand over
reverse
mouth.
the halberd and tap her moderately gently across the top of the head to knock her out.
Okay, give me
Draken puts his hand over her.
give me an unarmed check then, and you can have advantage on it because she's prone.
So what am I giving you?
Give me an attack with your halberd, and we'll just say non-lethal then. Advantage with 14. You miss. So yeah, she sort of like squirms out of the way. She then tries to sort of break free.
Your strength rolls.
Yeah. $14. She. Nope. Yeah. So you still got her. She's she's squirming. She's like,
Okay.
you need to let me go.
Hand over mouth. Hand over mouth. Basically, just and just drag her back, basically towards up the stairs.
You're dragging her.
Balashal, do you have any rope?
Is it?
I don't think so.
Standard adventurer's pack.
Okay. I gently bang her head against the wall.
Wow.
Only a barbarian can ask that question. Or Mr. Great.
Bear in mind, there's still going to be a bit of mistrust with Draken sort of on top of your colleague.
True. At the moment, it's the lesser of two evils, considering she seems determined to go back and report to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Draken's got one hand over her mouth, just muffle anything.
Okay. So I'm assuming Val's probably going to have some rope in his adventurer's pack, which you can use to sort of tie her up. So you can do that. So you can say, because she struggled, you've tied her up and you've gagged her basically.
Okay.
I put her over
then
my
you carry
shoulder.
her back.
I put her over my shoulder
Yeah.
and indicate that the other two should head up the stairs, and I follow them.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll just say you do that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Copy and paste.
you walk upstairs with the elf sort of struggling on your shoulder. And you are back. Oh, she's not. Actually, what I'll do is do that. Cut that out. Cut that out. That out. That's here. She's there. Okay. Okay, Thomas, what are you doing?
Do I have to search bookcase by bookcase, or can I just search the whole room?
Well, you've searched this area, so you've searched that sort of top area. I'd say you're going downstairs now.
Stairs, yeah.
So you're going downstairs, which means you are downstairs. So
We just have everybody on one floor for like 5 minutes.
But then someone wandered off.
That's what I mean.
okay.
Where's-
There we go.
This section should be called Upstairs, Downstairs.
Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs.
Let me just do that and that, and then move
Bunny's on a honeymoon.
you on to. It's annoying. There we go. So you're downstairs. There's another sort of there's another library downstairs. Lots of books. You can roll me an investigation.
This is where I fuck it up, isn't it?
Yep. You sort of kind of start searching through the books, and on one of the desks is your spell book.
Haha! Spellbook. Just make a note of that before, as if I'm ever going to forget.
There is a door to your. There's a door to your east. There's a door to your south. Or there's two doors to your south. Door to the south. Door to the southeast.
I'm not not overly interested in them. I'll go back up the stairs now. I found my book.
Okay, roll me a wisdom check.
Check or save?
Just roll me wisdom. Yeah, you sort of kind of feel something reaching into your mind, but you happily sort of bat it away as you walk back upstairs.
Definitely back up the stairs.
Right. Okay. We're back upstairs again.
Okay, just bear with me. I'm making notes.
Okay, so Galandra. So I'm going to say everybody's probably in the same sort of area now. You're all in the center sort of place with all the chairs. I'd say you've made yourself just sort of to corral you all into one area.
For Novelty Valley.
Just need to check, is Mike happy now?
Yes,
Now that we're on the same floor.
for now. Let's see how long it lasts.
Okay, so Lance is with Lance has got it sort of the elf. She is. Let me just check.
Wrigley.
Yeah, she sort of stops. She stops, sort of wriggling, and sort of kind of looks at you, like with the sort of really sort of kind of confused eyes. Roll me insight.
This can only go horribly wrong, can't it? Well, it might not be.
No. You sort of see the sort of look in her eye, and you can sort of you feel that whatever had a hold of her doesn't have a hold of her anymore. So you take off her gag.
Yeah, I ungag her. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
And she's like, what am I doing here? Why am I tied up? And what's he doing here? And she sort of screams at Draken.
Apparently, he doesn't recall pretty much anything, up to and including dissecting the magician, battering me, and whatever happened with you. Instead, he's obsessed with finding his weapon and wandering around acting like nothing ever happened.
Get that psychopath away from me.
Draken, you're running out of witnesses here for your good character. We need to find out what happened.
I agree. Something has control of me. I do not like it. And I could not like when I finished with them.
We're not particularly fond of it either, in case you hadn't noticed.
Okay, so are you I'm assuming you're going to untie her then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you untie her and you hand rope back to Val. Val, give me another check.
Sorry, does Draken remember anything about the archer from being downstairs in the room?
Yeah, he will do. Yeah. Wes, you start hearing the voices again. You're like, you're missing your party, Wesley. Come on, join us.
Can I keep an eye on Wes and kind of like be staring at him, seeing if he's like whispering or listening to voices or something? Then,
Somebody put a frickin' bell on him.
I can look in my pack, but I don't seem to have it.
Can I see is Wes acting strange?
Yeah, you can tell he's distracted.
Can I just point out, all of us asking if the others are acting strange is a little tiny bit reach, all things considered.
Yes.
Stranger.
Can I take my rope and just tie it around Val's hands, just kind of like keep him with us?
I'm just trying to think. Will Val comprehend what's sort of going on in his mind?